Hey yo, before I do another discussion type of video, this one in particular, I'm going to be focusing on what I'm planning to do in Nod Krai once the patch comes out. It'll be mainly focused on who I'm going to be planning on getting in terms of like new characters that I want to try and see if I can level up to level 100 with the new items coming out, and also characters that I'd like to level up throughout the patch, mainly focus on like 4 stars. But before I begin, I am curious to know what are your plans for Nod Cry once it comes out. Do leave a comment down below. This can be as simple as just going for Flins or Lauma when they come out, or even going for max exploration as soon as the Nod Cry region comes out. It can be anything that you want. Okay, starting off with my future pulling plans. The only character that has sort of got my attention is Varka, really. It's just the character that we've heard a long time ago, like many patches ago, and is always like associated with some type of like hype moment whenever we actually hear his name. And now we finally have a face to his actual name. Also, his Japanese VA, his voice actor, is the same as Gintoki from Gintama, which is my personal favorite anime of all time. So there is that added bonus. It has also been confirmed that he is a anemo character. Personally, I'd love it if he was actually like a DPS anemo character. Like I don't actually have any in my account, and if that is the case, there's a very high chance that I'd probably go for like constellations for him, depending on like how his actual kit is on release. The only other new character that I would consider pulling for that we've seen so far is Columbina. This is purely from a meta perspective, really, as there's currently no information about like a kit or her vision or anything like that. But if she is either like a Hydra or a Cryo support and she has great synergy with Arlecchino, then I would most likely get her. And then obviously same thing as Varka. If her constellations are good and help out her support capabilities, I would get them as well. Now for characters that I already own and would like to get more cons for, my main priority is Skirk, who is currently C3 right now. And I'd like for, depending on my luck and around the time that she comes out, I like for the next rerun, I want to try and go for her C6. I might not have the like resources to be able to do this, but I just find her like an incredibly like busted and fun to play with character. Like her normal attacks hit like a truck, and I just really like her aesthetics as like just as a character, and it's just someone that I'd like to get C6 further down the road. The other character that I wasn't expecting, but she actually really intrigued me, and I'd like to get more constellations for her, is Varessa. Like I didn't think much of her when she first was released and announced, but I can safely say that she quickly became one of my like fan favorites. Just like being able to explore with her like in that land, it's just like an amazing feeling. And like she also hits like a truck in the like best teams like Ian-san. Like I don't have Shinyan, but even with, like just a team of Farina, Bennett, and Inyansan, like she's just incredibly busted as well, and like she uses completely different teams compared to Skirk, and also kind of like my Arlecchino. So I just want to invest a bit more into her because she'll be like my third team to clear dire content moving forward. So you may or may not have seen my 2 videos that I done in the channel leveling up characters that haven't done so just yet. The 2 that I done already are Gaming and Dahlia. And I actually really enjoyed doing those types of videos and that type of content because I actually had really like a lot of fun, both Gaming as a DPS and Dahlia as like a support for like my Skirk. They were actually great characters. And so due to that, I'd like to continue doing that into Nod Cry. So the next character up on my list is Mona. So I've been playing the game for more or less like 3 years at this point, and I just got my first Mona uh literally like a couple months ago. I believe it was during my Silali summons when I went for her C6. So I got her for the first time then, like after 3 years. And I'm kind of intrigued by Mona's kit. So since I got her for the first time, I did manage to get another copy. So she is currently C1 right now. So she is the next character that I will be leveling up. But another character in the list as well is Candace. So I got, I believe as well, like recently, her C6, and her C6 is actually like pretty useful. So I want to level her up. And then The two other characters, which are already level 70, so they're not going to be leveled up from like either like level 40 or whatever, but it is Sucrose and Auroron. So I'm sure they've already like heard, but they're having a bit more like of a meta relevancy, especially with like Flynn's release. They're currently already both C6 and at level 70, but I believe that they can actually be like a much more useful uh characters for my account if I actually get them to like level 80 or level 90 and actually like level up their talents and everything. Like I did mention in the previous section, like I won't be getting Flynn's and like the characters that Sucrose and Auroron would desire and to have like the max capabilities out of them. But either way, like for both Imagineering and Theatre, or if I want to be trying out like different teams, they're still very good units to the game, and having both of them C6 with good talent will just prove to be like very useful to the future. Now onto exploration. My main focus of exploration during the first Nod Krai patch is actually not going to be Nod Krai itself. Whilst I will explore it minimally and try to get all the teleport waypoints as quickly as I can, I am currently about to get the treasure compass for Sumeru. I know, it is Sumeru, not the most entertaining, but that one was my first time that I actually dedicated time to 100% most of the region and get like pretty much all like the chests and everything as soon as like the content came out for it, and to get the exploration tomb with all the different rewards and resources. And it was actually very fun to do. Like it was very time consuming, but it was actually very fun to do as well. And I like to do the same for the other regions. So right now I'll be doing the weekly reputation quests, and the closest I am for the treasure compass to be able to like start the actual exploration to try and 100% the region is for Sumeru, which will be my next main focus. For the level 100 section, there isn't much to say really. The first character that will get to level 100 will undoubtedly be Arlecchino. There's a reason why she is D6 and R5, and I've invested so much into her. She's by far my favorite character in the game. But for the standard characters, I will be getting Chi-Chi to C6. She is currently at C5. And then my next character is going to be Keqing, who is also at C4. The only actual useful character that I'm going to be getting her constellations for is going to be Ayaka. You can see over here, I have C3 already. So she's going to get C4, which is one of her best constellations, which decreases defense by 30% for 6 seconds. But that's pretty much it. And then if I have the chance, I'll just get another standard 5-star just to get closer to C6 so that I can hopefully get other characters to level 100 other than Arlecchino. Okay, so I'm going to end the video over here. It was a massively up session, so I can see that this might not be the type of video for everyone, but hopefully you have enjoyed it either way. Like I said in the beginning of the video, comment on this video, and then once the patch is actually out, you can compare with what you commented to see if you actually done what you said, or if there's anything different that what you said to what you commented on, stuff like that. But like I said just before, I hope you enjoyed it either way, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.